Now, as Lisa found out, Dannii Minogue is far from the ice queen many of us may have had her down as, which might have something to do with the fact that she's just become a mum to 3-month-old Ethan. Lisa chatted with the proud parent about how motherhood is treating her.
With a career that spanned over 3 decades, Dannii Minogue more than deserves her title as a pop princess. But who is the real woman behind the big personality? Well, I continue to investigate.
You're a cool chick. You're a very cool chick.
Thank you.
Yeah, there's loads that's happened to you in your life that I didn't know about.
Yeah.
You know, snippets that you read from the press and you're thinking, God, I remember that. God, the poor girl. And then you think, wow, good for her. And so many different elements and emotions that came out over the last 2 days for me.
I guess that a lot of the stuff that's happened, I've just stayed quiet. I've never said anything, and yeah, the book is the chance to kind of put it all out there and say how it happened.
Dannii's personal journey to stardom has been, to say the least, an interesting one. From failed relationships to being dropped from her record company to depression, loneliness and even being broke. Well, Miss Minogue took it all on the chin, but her happiness has blossomed after finding the love of her life, Chris, and having gorgeous baby Ethan earlier this year. Dannii says she's the happiest she's ever been.
Yeah, it's like work is good and I love it, but when you get home you think this is really what it's all about. It kind of puts a lot of things into perspective, and it's everything that anyone's ever said to you, you know, that love that you have when you look into their eyes and they look into your eyes. It's just incredible. I do go gooey.
But what kind of mama is the new Mama Minogue?
I think I'm pretty relaxed from what people say, but he's a very relaxed baby as well. I think if he was, you know, crying all the time, it would be hard. He's pretty good at coming along to work with me, and I'm enjoying it, but I'm literally learning every day because
there's no handbook, sure.
There's no handbook, and when I left Australia, most of my friends there had kids, and then my brother had kids when I was still living here, so I really haven't been around kids that much. So I don't really know what to do.
Well, by all accounts, she's doing an excellent job. But she skipped the whole section of the birth out. So since we were kind of pally, I thought I could ask.
I was getting to the bit and I went, oh, she left that out.
Did you want all of the details?
Well, I'm surrounded by my friends with babies all the time, so they give me the gory details. I thought you were going to...
stories.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I mean, I'd been in labour for sort of 20 hours, got to the hospital, got the epidural, and just the moment that the epidural kicked in and I wasn't in pain anymore, my brain started to think about what I, you know, still had to do. I hadn't written my column for Glamour. All these things at the house were just kind of left half done because he arrived early.
Oh,
so
really? Okay.
There was me making sure that, you know, everything was taken care of, and Chris he couldn't believe it when I said, can you just call my manager and just let her know that I haven't written that yet? And he said, seriously, you did not just say that.
Dannii has said that while pregnant, she stuffed her face for 9 months. I don't know. I mean, look at her.
All I wanted to eat were cupcakes and cake and chocolate, and just went nuts.
Bananas. Yeah.
Absolutely nuts eating it. And I thought, well, once I have the baby, then the sweet tooth will certainly go. No, it hasn't gone. So I'm still eating some sweets and stuff, but I'm in no rush to get, you know, back to the shape that I was in before.
Look at this.
I'm almost back, but that's just from, you know, running around.
But Dannii told me off camera she did find it a little bit of pressure coming back to the X Factor, all full of glamour and glitz after being on maternity leave.
I felt wobbly on my heels. I'm like, I don't know how to walk on these anymore, but it is nice. It does give you some kind of a purpose for putting the tracksuit away for a minute, because you do get totally dependent on it. You're constantly covered in baby sick.
Nice. At least it's a real insight into Dannii's life outside of the X Factor every Saturday night. For more candid thoughts and memoirs such as this, check out my story, which is in stores now.